Alright, Shalom, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the elders and apostles, all the brothers doing the work, the 144,000, the hopeful elect. And tonight I'm going to be doing a video on Sexy Red, and it says, Struggle rapper does this at her baby shower as kids watched. Alright, and she did a despicable act in front of children, and I think what they'll show you in the video, right? He's going to explain it, but let's read this first. Alright, we're going to go to 24. This is Proverbs 7 and 24. Now therefore listen to me, my children, pay attention to the words of my mouth. Do not let your heart turn aside to her ways, do not stray into her paths, Sexy Red, for she has cast down many wounded, and all who were slain by her were strong men. See that? Her house is the way to hell, descending to the chambers of death, right? And basically, you when you mess with a chick like Sexy Red, right? It says it basically you messing with death, right? It says her house is the way to hell, descending to the chambers of death, right? So that's what you get when you mess with a chick like Sexy Red. But next we're gonna go to Proverbs uh, Proverbs 9 and 13, right? We're gonna go down real quick and read this, then we'll start the video. I want to read this real fast, alright? The way of folly. It says, a foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knows nothing, Sexy Red. For she sits at the door of her house, on a seat by the highest place of the city, to call to those who pass by, who go straight on their way. Whoever is simple, let him turn in her. And as for him who lacks understanding, she says to him, stolen water is sweet. See that? Sexy Red says stuff like this. And bread eaten in secret is pleasant, right? But he does not know that the dead are there, that her guests are in the depths of hell. And basically what it says, hell is grave, which is death, right? So when the Bible says hell, it's talking about death and dying in the grave. So hell doesn't exist, right? That's just a condition on the earth. And when it says hell, it's talking about the grave, right? Death, dying. So let's start the video.
Deep in her rear end in public.
Bro holding his breath. He's smelling fish.
What is wrong with this world? Dude just like smelling her farts.
The crazy being normalized lately.
Sexy Red.
You a stoned down dirty
You trying to get me,
Well, you ask me what's coming to mind.
And y'all all at dinner one night, and you having a good time, and one day you get mad. You like, you know what, Michelle, I hate you, Michelle. You get drunk, you mess up the whole night. You like, whatever, you Tariq, at least I don't eat. You like, what?
We'll skip ahead a little bit.
Erica, you don't eat.
Relevant. I understand performance art. This is none of that. This is just vulgarity.
Right.
And the funny part is, Sexy Red.
And what he doing, he got his face in her butt in front of everybody while they taking pictures, right? And this is the degeneracy of the 2/3 of Israel, right? So these people right here, Sexy Red and a stupid retarded simp boyfriend gonna be burned up in a lake of fire, the nuclear destruction that's coming to America, right? Because they love money and attention, social media attention. So let's continue with the video. Like I said, these are the 2/3 and the 2/3 acts of the 2/3. They do stuff like this for attention, right? So let's continue with the video.
Children. And her children gonna be teased immensely no matter how much money she got. And she's gonna be just like the rest of these modern struggling.
Alright, we're gonna read this real fast. This is Proverbs 11, and we'll go to 10. It says, when it goes well with the righteous, the city rejoices. And when the wicked perish, there are shouts of gladness, right? And there'll be shouts of gladness for the 1/3, the hopeful elect, 144,000, when the 2/3 will be being taken out by the nuclear destruction, because they are a disgrace to the Israelites, like Sexy Red and her 2/3 boyfriend, baby daddy, or what he 9 times 10 just a baby daddy, because they most likely will get separated, and he'll be on child support like the Eves usually do. But let's continue with the video.
struggle women talking about, well, if I make money, it's okay. Money justifies everything in your life, and that's why you are a failure. I can see the failure coming. First of all, Sexy Red, we all know that your 15 minutes is almost up. You cannot maintain this, and that's why you do ridiculous things. But the biggest thing is that y'all tend to hide behind people who came in front of you doing outlandish things. But ask yourself a question. Where's the video of somebody with their head buried deep in Foxy Brown's butt? You can have a book out talking about something, that's one thing. But see, you can always put it on the guise of this is my job and this is my persona. But these fools live it. Ain't
That's a
nothing
darn
Sexy
shame.
Red is
Jake's such a simp that he'll let himself be filmed and photographed with his butt up this nasty rapper chick that been with the whole darn neighborhood and the whole city, and multiple cities actually. Her body count gotta be at least 50 to 60 different dudes, and he got his face in front of the public in her rear end. Right, and like I said, the 2/3 gotta be about to be destroyed in America when the nuclear destruction hit, because they can't survive because the Lord don't want their mindset and their ways in the kingdom to come. Right, so the 2/3 got to be destroyed. And when Esau did get destroyed in the when the nuclear destruction hit America. So let's continue with the video.
doing that's anything art-like or performative in this picture. What Sexy Red is doing with her middle finger up, trying to be somebody she's not, or if this is who she is, Lord help us, is just giving the extra chromosomal fools who tend to champion this type of behavior an excuse to say everything is okay. And these fools, you hear them screaming on the mountain, well, she's rich, and as long as she making it.
Salakia.
My first car looked like when
You know they gotta do the
and this is how I
commercials.
gave it a vibe shift.
Right, we're gonna get back to the
Guaranteed
video.
it. For a sporty look.
Get her money, so your 30 pieces of silver is worth your soul. And this is the problem that we have with this.
Yeah, they
Like
said,
I said, we'll let it play, and I'm gonna read the scripture real fast. So let's go.
did I sell my soul? Should I just tell them the truth?
Are you in love now, Sexy Red?
Yeah, with the money.
See that? See, Eve loved the money. Let's read this real fast. This is Proverbs 11, right? And we'll read 1. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. When pride comes, then comes disgrace. But with the humble is wisdom. The integrity of the upright guides them, but the crookedness of the treacherous destroys them. All right, pay attention. This is Proverbs 11 and 4. Riches do not profit in the day of wrath. See that? The day of wrath is the nuclear destruction that's coming. But righteousness delivers from death. The righteous of the blameless keeps his way straight. That's the 1/3, the hopeful elect. But the wicked falls by his own wickedness. All right, and we'll read a little bit down. 6. The righteousness of the upright delivers them, but the treacherous are taken captive by their lust. See that? By the lust of 2/3, like Sexy Red. Right? We'll read on down to 7. When the wicked dies, his hope perishes, and the expectation of the godless comes to naught. The righteousness is delivered from trouble. Right? The righteous is delivered from trouble, and the wicked gets into it instead. Right? With his mouth, the godless man would destroy his neighbor, but by knowledge the righteous are delivered. Right? And we'll continue with the video. Just want to read that real fast.
I see the pigeonhole that she's putting herself in. I see what happens when you sell your integrity for 30 pieces of silver. See, because at the end of the day, that's all you really have is your word, ladies and gentlemen. All you really have is how you acted under duress, ladies and gentlemen. All you really have is not the come up, but how you came up and how you stayed there. You know, when 50 Cent said, get rich or die trying, a lot of y'all gonna die trying. And so now,
Yeah, that's
really
true.
to get there, you gotta stay.
It did speak a good point. He said, a lot of y'all gonna die trying to get rich in this Esau kingdom, and he 100% true on that, because the nuclear destruction is right around the corner. So they're gonna die trying to get riches in Esau Kingdom, when Esau Kingdom about to be destroyed, when Yahweh shall return with the angels, with the UFOs, the chariots of Israel. So let's continue with the video. Just wanted to make that real quick point on what he just said.
Why you think she's doing all this crazy stuff? She ain't got the talent to maintain. And she's putting herself in a situation where the only thing she's going to be able to do in the future is some only hams, some stupid struggle reality television, or this 304 rap.
Yep.
And if that's good enough for her, then so be it. But the people around her, the people who claim they care about her, the people who are just leeching off of her, these energy vampires, what they should be saying, they should be telling her a way to make a pivot out of this 304 life, a way to make a pivot out of degrading
just
herself,
nasty.
a way to make a pivot out of making herself look like an utter and complete fool on every turn, especially as a pregnant.
And you gotta think to yourself, how did she get famous? She got famous by the Jewish people, right? The Amalek. Amalek put her up so she can be an image for young so-called black girls, so they can follow her nasty and wicked ways. That's why they put her up, to be this real famous rapper, right? That was the whole plan, for the young girls to follow her direction or her wickedness, and it's working, because you're gonna see that later on in the video. Let's continue.
Mother, and they should be telling her that she needs to do better.
Free my daddy.
I think it's insulting to us as a culture and as a people.
I think it's going to come back to bite her and have long-term ramifications.
My gonna be home soon, causing hell on the streets. Y'all see us, period.
See, that's what I'm talking about. So that was the young girls that they just showed. They gonna show them again. They basically following what the females rappers today doing, and you gonna see that later on. Let's continue.
Man, don't give up that I've been. Hey, y'all, look at my wig. Yo,
See that? That's the young girls.
Yo, my wig is eating, period. Girl, look at mine. It's flat. It looks like it's really on. So
These girls. These girls, the girls that they just showed that blurred out, they like 19 years old. So the plan of Amalek with the female rappers today is working, because that's what the young girls they did just showed. They following the ways of wickedness of the today's rappers like Ice Spice and Sexy Red and that Lotto chick, right? So the plan of Amalek is working against Israel, right? So let's continue with the video.
Think you this? You're not even the fault. Going hard. I'm breaking their hearts. Like the boys are liars. The boys are liars.
19 years old.
Horrifying. Your 5-year-old daughters are asking to listen to Pound Town and Ski Yee. I'm playing them ballet music.
Right. So you what she just saying, right? So first of all, the 5-year-old shouldn't even know anything about that kind of music. What's happening is they mamas. The single mother mamas is playing that music in front of the 5-year-olds, and that's how they know about it. So the main point of that is the 5-year-old shouldn't even know anything about that music. That's the point. Because of the single mothers, the horrible single mothers, that's how the 5-year-olds know about that music. That's the main point. You can flip it and switch it up to something else, but that's the main point of the situation. Let's continue with the video.
And they are asking me, can we hear
I don't know what she crying for. You can blame the single mothers.
The youth and your children with its culture and the music they consume. This is downright sick and twisted and deplorable, as these impressionable kids are being exposed to these negative influences at a young age. These roles that your child is influenced by and obsessed over by the social media influencers, bending over, twerking and grinding, busting it open online. Their development and social identity will be shaped by adopting these low vibrational values, behaviors, attitudes, and actions. The youth will
No, Salakia.
mimic and imitate the fashion, speech patterns, and engage in certain behaviors influencers they admire.
They're gonna automatically think of a black girl wants it because of the imagery of Sexy Red. Black girls are gonna start being molested at a rate that you guys have not seen like no other because of the imagery. Because little black girls is gonna start becoming sexually explicit. They're gonna be more like the music, homie.
Mostly by female artists.
They are more social media entities than they are musicians. They're cosplaying as rappers. They're nothing but IG models. It's a bunch of twerkers. This is how
And they not even
trash y'all female rappers.
they not even IG models, right? They basically strippers and prostitutes cosplaying as rappers. They not IG models, right? They not even models. How can you say the IG models? They not models. They basically strippers and prostitutes cosplaying as rappers. That's basically what they are. So let's continue with the video.
Are. Ice Spice is about to be in the top 5, and it's off twerking and looks. Female rappers, you gotta judge them mainly by looks, cause none of them are rapping. They ain't rapping about shit. They can't rap.
Female rappers are OFIG models in disguise. All they really are really social media entities and influencers relying on their bodies and their sexuality to get attention and money. It seems like a good lot of them are on the digital spicy work pipeline to selling their digital flesh, possibly even willing to sell their physical bodies to whoever can pay the highest price. The media is promoting and rewarding these female rappers and influencers and pushing raunchy lyrics, promoting indecent and obscene behavior, and kickstarting salacious conversations in the public eye. Growing up to be the next generation of sexy red Sukihanas, the next P-Hub spicy stars,
Alright, we're going to read this real fast. This is Proverbs 30 and 20. This is the way of an adulterous woman. She eats and wipes her mouth and says, I have done no wrong, right? And that's the sexy reds, right? The Ice Spices and the whoever the female rappers are today. That's basically what they do. It says, this is the way of an adulterous woman. She eats and wipes her mouth and says, I have done no wrong, right? And that's today's female rappers and a lot of the women, females today. So let's continue with the video.
IG, Twitter, X-adult models that is pervasive online. When that star-eyed girl becomes an adult female at 18 after already being exposed, shaped, and influenced by social media influencers, that young woman, in my opinion, will see the fast life, fast money lifestyle of these OFIG influencers and be tempted to sell herself and her digital flesh on the open market.
The pretty girls get in the industry. That's why I said Ice Spice is gonna last. She's cute. She's not arguing with people. She's not coming off as ratchet. Where even the music.
She is coming off as ratchet.
She ever announced her only.
She just got to know what he's talking about. She is coming off her ratchet. You see what she doing right there? She's sitting there with skimpy clothes on twerking. And she do that on stage with even more skimpier clothes. Right? She had her basically she did some kind of event. She had like a red dress and it's real short. And you basically see both her butt cheeks out while she's sitting there twerking. So she is basically being the stripper being a stripper as a rapper. So this guy got it wrong.
$5 million in a day.
Modern women are freely admitting it on social media that they have a price. Now, ladies, I know it's not all of you, but there's many of you that hint outrightly that there is a sticker price to your kitty cat and to your time.
If your man complains that you're expensive, just tell him that there are other girls out there in different price ranges and remind him that you always get what you pay for. If your man complains that you're expensive, just tell him that there are other girls out there in different price ranges and remind him that you always get what you pay for.
I got a fresh than me tips. Think you the bitch.
See that? She basically
the evolution of the modern woman every
see, she basically a stripper, so the guy academics had it all wrong. Talking about she's whatever he said, that she's not ratchet or something like that, and she is ratchet. She is ratchet. She basically twerk on stage all day and rap a few lyrics to her crappy music. So she is ratchet. So let's continue with the video.
This is what the next generation of young girls and women are growing into, chasing the bag. Going out there to secure the man with the most resources, assets, and money. The higher the status, the better the looks.
I'm glad he said it. Let's go here real fast. All right, this is 1 Timothy 6 and 10. All right, for the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. Though we are free to enjoy God's blessing on this earth, money can lead to jealousy, competition, stealing, cheating, lying, and all sorts of evil. See that? right? For the love of money is the root of all evil. And while some have coveted after it, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. And that's the female rappers that goes after the so-called bag, when the bag is going to be destroyed in a nuclear destruction to come real fast, right? So the love of money is the root of all evil. First Timothy 6:10. Let's get back to the video. Just want to read that real fast.
Easier it is for you to get between those sheets or in his car's back seat.
Take a shot if you willing to get shit on for some money.
How much
money?
You scared?
Hey, how much money?
Y'all see
Boy,
that?
why the f would you do that?
If a right price,
Yeah.
What's the price? You said no, give me $750.
See that?
About where
That's your Eve right there. That's your Eve. Only thing she care about is money and materialism. Let's read 1 Timothy 6:10 again. For the love of money is the root of all evil, and while some have covered after it, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Right? The Eves of the day. The only thing they care about is money and materialism. Right? What can we drive around in, and how much money you got in the bank? Meanwhile, the nukes are coming real soon, and they're gonna be burnt alive. So all the money that they collect and the nice vehicles that they own and nice houses gonna be burnt up.
wipe that off and suck it up.
These ladies are out here in many shapes, sizes, face, and colors, willing to sell their soul and their bodies to the highest bidder. Usually these women are never saying this out loud in public unless they actually belong to the adult entertainment industry. But now TV celebrities and female rappers of this next generation are saying loud and proud about their sexual escapades, the acts they are willing to do for money. There's always been women willing to sell their flesh for a fast buck. The key difference here is that many of those non-melanated ladies did this in private, and if it was in public, the public-facing spicy work ladies have already made it publicly known that they are already working in spicy films and in adult entertainment on social media. It's amazing how ladies like this are willing pawns and tarnishing their public image like this.
Alright, we're going to read Isaiah 3 and 16. The Lord said, because the daughters of Zion, that girl that you just showed, talking about she willing to be pooped on for money, lots of money, right? The Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with outstretched necks, glancing wantonly with their eyes, mincing along as they go, tinkling with their feet. The Lord will smite with a scab the heads of the daughters of Zion. You know the daughters of Zion got mostly bald heads. That's why they walk around with the hair hats. And the Lord will lay bare their secret parts. Right? I just want to read that real fast. That's Isaiah 3 and 16. You want to go and read more. It's more on that. Right? So let's continue with the video.
Joining the ranks of the women willing to sell their self-respect in doing this.
Expose Instagram girls who would be willing to go to Dubai to do doo-doo contracts. You know what a doo-doo contract is? Turning into porta potties, right? For like $20K and a weekend, some of these girls will do anything.
Hi, so I am agreeing to some activities such as a job and golden shop.
Hello, I understand your terms of prophilia and the statue, and I agree on it. Let's meet up.
Every single girl in that restaurant left the table that they were at to come back to our double penthouse. They're from all different countries. Like, how did they get here? Who were they with? He was like, they were all mine. A code word that he had been throwing around for working women. Which one of these girls is here, like, working? And his answer? All of them. 1,500.
We later found out even like some people who are very well known have a price.
Very well known,
have
George.
a price.
But they selling. If you guys didn't know, they selling.
The worst part is that she also mentions doing the same things with a client's underage brother, only 13 years old, according to the model. In return, she'd get $25,000 before she left and a further $25,000 after the deal was done.
I'm willing to come to Dubai. After that, we are having unprotected sex, and I will let Mr. lick the rims of my feet. I will also his virgin brother, who is 13 years old.
See, I'm all right. Well, I'm gonna read. Let me find it real fast. I want to read this real fast. Dang, I just had it. And I wanted to show you something because she just said on camera now, on camera, alright, on camera that she'll mess with an underage boy. She should get jail time for that. That's pedo. What they do to the man, they'll throw him under the jail or hang him, well, hopefully they'll try to hang him if he say he'll mess with a 13-year-old girl. But the women can say it and they get in no trouble. So let's read Isaiah 3:12. My people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. See that? O my people, your leaders mislead you and confuse the course of your paths. But the main point I wanted to point out to you, it says, and women rule over them. See that? My people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. So the women basically rule this world, and especially under Esau Edom, because Esau Edom is basically a cuck anyway. He let his women do whatever they want to do. So I just wanted to bring that out because she said in public that she'll let a 13-year-old boy, she'll sleep with a 13-year-old boy. If a man did that, he'll be put under jail, publicly hanged for even saying that. The whole world will come against him for saying that. But a woman said on camera, recorded, and gets no jail time. Simply amazing. Let's continue with the video. I might just stop it though, but I go on a little bit, then I go to some scriptures and close out the video.
I will let him lick my and Anna pay me $50,000 US, and I can wait finally meet you.
Darn shame.
After it was done, she would be paid £20,000.
T-Mobile 5G.
Oh, sorry about that. Commercials again.
Why deal with that? Switch to
fiber on board. You're getting a good little meal in, and then you're like in somebody's mouth who's paying you $20,000 to do it.
But what's so surprising about the video though is how casual the flight attendant is telling her the story. She insinuates that it happens all the time, that she's had similar, if less extreme, experiences. The practice clearly runs deep, and it's likely that it's been going on for a few years now.
Few years? Been going on for decades. Few years.
Why you over there beating your meat to these girls' pictures while they in a thong with someone else? No, facts.
It's stories like these that give a glimpse into the true reality of being an influencer or a model in Dubai.
All that for some cash.
Some people have gone to get there. Would a Chanel bag really be worth going through that? They pay models and other influencers insane amounts of money just so they can from them.
It's not a huge secret that women have been doing spicy work in grotesque things for pay. Pay for play has always been hush-hush and behind closed doors with NDAs signed. And if spicy content is out there for the public to see, usually minus doing those gross things, OFIG models and spicy workers, I'm including the ones on TikTok.
Alright, and that'll be the video, but I want to go here real fast. And we're going to read this. This is Isaiah 32. And we'll go down to 9. And this is going to be the judgment on these wicked women. Alright, consequences of complacency. Rise up, you women who are at ease. Hear my voice, you complacent daughters. Give ear to my speech. In a year and some days, you will be troubled. Your complacent your complacent women, for the benches will fail. Alright? The gathering will not come. Tremble, you women who are at ease. Be troubled. You complacent ones, script yourselves, make yourself bare, gird sackcloth on your waist. Alright? We'll go down. People shall mourn upon their breasts for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. And that's what they're talking about right there is everything's in a good state, right? And they mourning because they don't have that anymore, like grocery shopping and all that. On the land of my people will come up thorns and briars. Yes, on all happy homes in a joyous city. See that? Because the palaces will be forsaken. The bustling city will be desolate. See that? The forts and towers will become lairs forever. A joy of a wild donkeys and pastures of flocks, until the Spirit is poured upon us from on high. A wilderness becomes a fruitful field, and the fruitful field is counted as a forest. Alright? But the main point I want to get to you is it says, trouble you women who are at ease. be troubled. You complacent one. Script yourself bare. Make yourselves bare. Salakia. Script yourself. Make yourselves bare and gird sackcloth on your waist. All right. But the main point is in the year some days you will be troubled. You complacent women, for the ventures will fail. The gathering will not come. See that? All right. We'll read on this side on NLT. In a short time, just a little more than a year, you careless ones will suddenly begin to care, for your fruit crops will fail, and the harvest will not take place. All right. So that'll be that's it when everything's go bad and there's not stores that you can go buy stuff at anymore, and everything's in a bad state in America. That's what that's talking about, right? So with that, I just want to read that real fast. With that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, double honor to the elders and apostles, all the brothers doing the work, the 144,000 hopeful elect. To the next video, Shalom, Shalom.